gamer.
Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural with more Madden 19 news today. Wanted to make a video just for my franchise heads out there. The lack of addition to CFM was a disappointment last year, so hopefully this year it'll be a bit better, but want to go through in detail and break down some of the CFM additions that have been announced so far. So coming out, control your scheme and develop players all the way to the Super Bowl. Strategy is key in your decisions as you take complete control over how you build your dynasty with 3 all-new franchise building concepts. Design your team by selecting authentic offensive and defensive schemes, then train, develop, and acquire players that fit your scheme using all new position archetypes. See your championship scheme come to life as you lead your team to multiple Super Bowls. So here are the all-new franchise building concepts. Let's go through them. Scheme selection: build your roster to best fit your gameplay style with authentic offensive and defensive schemes and be rewarded with individual player and overall team rating boosts when your players and schemes align. So basically the schemes of like West Coast, power run, vertical, spread, run and shoot, and as well as some of the defensive schemes like the base 4-3, multiple Tampa 2, 4-6, the base 3-4. Those are basically the schemes like they have already in the game. And then the point of that, you have to align your players to those schemes. I'll get into that in more detail as we go. Let's continue to go through there. The depth chart positions. Designate players to fill specific roles that best fit your scheme on both sides of the ball and on special teams. This is a major feature as it will add additional positions within the depth chart now. As you know, football is a very specialized game, and Madden 19 will finally reflect that. So in the past, your defensive line was set for left end, right end, and DT, 1 or 2, or whatever how you had there is going to be on the field every down basically. Unless you manually or formation sub them out or they went out because they were tired. But unlike in the NFL, there are different players who play on different downs. Guys like Von Miller and Camille Mack are every down edge rushers who are effective versus the run and the pass. They play the run and as well as rush the passer equally effective. While someone like let's say Willie Young or Yannick Ngakoue are more used situationally. Willie Young sometimes rushes the passer, sometimes he drops in the coverage. So same for run stopping DTs who get swapped out for pass rushers on third down. These depth chart positions will allow for more specialization, just like the NFL. One of the big ones being like how the NFL has more players that are designated as a slot or a nickel corner, because some teams actually play their number 1 corner in the slot, or like players like Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger, who although he is a free safety, he does play slot or nickelback in third down situations. Or legends like Rondé Barber from the Bucks, even though he was pretty much their best corner for years, a lot of times he operated out of the slot where he can play man, zone, blitz the quarterback, and even he was a force versus the run. I mean, I believe one year he might even led the team in tackles, which is insane as a cornerback. So it's really like the existing how we have the third back rosters in the years past, how we have that now. Pretty much you can have the third down running back, but also like a power running back that you would use for goal line and big formations as well. So people have been asking for a running back by committee, and there was ways you can do that manually with substitutions, formation subs, but now it's actually in the depth chart that you can have that type of specialization that you that you find in the real NFL. So moving on to player development, the positional archetypes. Your scheme determines which archetype is best for each position. Each position archetype comes with strengths and weaknesses, making your decisions about who to build your team around much more important. Choose from up to 4 archetypes each position on offense and defense to fit with your specialized schemes. Each player has an archetype that fits one of the previously mentioned scheme. This takes the current systems of player archetypes and actually makes them matter. So strong arm quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks, elusive running backs, power running backs, blocking tight ends, vertical tight ends, and past Maddens, they were just labels that didn't really do anything, even though it helped identify that player and their traits. There was no real in-game or strategic like effect to it. But now with the positional archetypes, these type of things, roles actually matter. So like for the like a spread scheme, it's like, you know, a lot of shotgun formations, and like a mobile quarterback and like elusive back like kind of fits into that spread. Or like a Tampa 2 on the defensive end, like a Tampa 2, you know, a zone cover corner or a cover linebacker fits into that. Or a vertical scheme where you know, that's more for strong arm quarterbacks and speed wide receivers. Or a power run scheme more towards power running backs and run blocking offensive linemen, etc., etc. You kind of get the point. And when you find those players that fit those player archetypes that fit into those schemes, those players get boosts and play better because it is a fit for that scheme. So that adds a much more in-depth layer to the franchise mode, where you're looking at where your scheme that you set matters in the players that you draft and the players that you trade for and free agency. You're kind of going after those certain type of players. Now it's yet to see how the gameplay, this year it was very strong with the running game. We'll see how the gameplay works out to see what schemes matter. Hopefully they're very well balanced between all of them, so whatever scheme you choose, you're not losing out. And you know, like for instance, you know, speed has mattered so much in Madden across the years. So hopefully it's not like, you know, everyone's going with a vertical seam with a bunch of speed wide receivers. You know, that won't be fun. So hopefully it's well balanced. So any scheme you choose, if you choose the right players towards that, you can be successful. So you can come with a power run scheme, get some, you know, how power running back, strong offensive linemen, and you see the difference on the field where running the ball makes, you know, with that scheme is more powerful than somebody, you know, if you just go out with a spread scheme and you can run the ball just as good as somebody with a power run scheme, it's like, what's the point? But hopefully that's well balanced, and I think that'll be a really good addition. So on to the next one, the skill point system. A new skill point system provides a more seamless and balanced method for player development. Earn XP on the field to earn skill points to help boost a player one overall point. Each skill point upgrade will permanently boost multiple ratings related to the selected archetype. This ties to the XP system into the archetype system as well, so getting the right players fit your scheme is paramount. Like I said before, this adds a layer of strategy and player acquisition not found in CFM previously. So the custom draft class creator allows you to create and import custom draft classes inspired by your favorite players from the past and the present. This is a huge underrated feature for franchise. We will have the ability to go and edit the draft classes each year, so we should be able to have real life created rookies in our CFM or legend teams or any type of draft class that we want. Right now, pretty much you can download the rosters like that with new rookies and import them, but you can only like either manually do it, or it's just kind of a mess how it is right now. So if they do this properly with the custom draft classes, you should be able to go in and import, download and import created classes like that, you know, for each season. Hopefully each season, not just the initial one. So this was a really good feature back in the day where you could import the real life NCAA draft classes into Madden each year. Unfortunately, as you know, NCAA football no longer exists, but this is the next best thing. Expect to be able to download the roster like how we're able to now, but we can use that for each year's draft class. This really is an amazing feature for CFM that people have been asking about for years. So kudos for EA for actually listening to the community and getting this in the game. It was in the game temporarily, I believe, in like about 2 Maddens ago, but there were some issues with people. You know, they didn't want people going in there and editing whole classes and having the commissioner having too much power, so it was removed at some point. So good that that's in the game, and hopefully do it properly this time, so you know, we can edit the draft classes how we please and have those real life rookies, which is really pretty cool. So let's take a look at a few presentation items I didn't address in an earlier video. Signature styles. NFL superstars move and react like their real life counterparts, showcasing their unique personality and mannerisms in the game. User controlled celebrations. Celebrate your way with the full collection of fan favorite signature celebrations and bring the swagger. Jeez, we need to just ban that word at this point. Celebrations, especially team ones, were huge for this year in NFL, it's great to see that many of the individual and team celebrations will be in the game. Chris is actually dropping a video this weekend on the top celebrations we hope to see in Madden 19, so be on the lookout for that one. So this is really cool, the signature celebrations everyone loves. We don't know yet if you'll be able to, after you score, select the team celebration, or how the team celebration will work, if they're only using ones from the past season, or will they be the brand new ones, or will they update during the year? Still some questions around that, but that's always a cool thing to have that, more of like real NFL, where players showing their personalities through celebrations. That's really cool. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think of the additions there. What other additions are you hoping to be announced for CFM? Even though these are some pretty decent features, I hope this is honestly not it. Don't forget that EA Play is coming up next month from June 9th to 11th. Of course, I will be there, keeping you guys updated on all the latest of your favorite EA Sports titles like Madden, NBA Live, and FIFA 19, as well as later in the week at E3 Expo for all the other non-EA Sports titles like PES, racing games, tennis, rugby, and other cool indie games, sports titles coming out 2018 and beyond. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at SportsGamersOn, and Instagram at SportsGamersOnline, so you guys can stay up to date on all of that. And that is it, guys. I sincerely hope you enjoyed the video and the info I bring to you guys. If you did, drop a like, and if you do love and appreciate our content here at SGO, subscribe and turn those notifications on for more Madden 19 and news, tips, and gameplay from your favorite sports games. This is the Natural SportsGamersOnline.com. I'm out.
Why do I keep on running away?